people are noticing that Erika Kirk might have removed the wedding photo that was on Charlie Kirk's bookshelf. Also looks like she replaced it with some sort of scroll, and also noticed that she isn't wearing her wedding ring.
A bombshell is rocking the conservative media world. Erika Kirk is being accused of deleting her old podcast episodes, and the timing has raised serious suspicions. Sources claim this move may have been intentional, designed to prevent Charlie Kirk's parents from receiving payments they were legally entitled to from past content. Fans and insiders alike are questioning her motives. Was this a calculated financial maneuver, a personal vendetta, or just a coincidence? Social media is on fire, with hashtags like #ErikaKirkDrama and #CharlieKirkParents trending as every detail is dissected. The controversy is growing, and the truth may be far darker than it seems. The story began quietly, with some fans noticing that Erika Kirk's older podcast episodes were no longer available on major platforms. Initially, many assumed this was a standard content cleanup, a creator removing outdated material. However, rumors quickly spread that there might be a deeper motive behind the deletions. According to insiders, some of these episodes contained contractual agreements or content that could have entitled Charlie Kirk's parents to revenue. The fact that these episodes disappeared without explanation raised eyebrows. And soon, social media became a battlefield of opinions, accusations, and speculation. Erika Kirk has been a controversial figure for years, known for her outspoken commentary and bold public statements. Her podcast was an essential platform where she discussed conservative politics, interviewed key personalities, and shared her personal viewpoints. As her influence grew, so did her public profile, and her close association with Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA, brought additional attention. While the specifics of their personal relationship are largely private, observers note that her proximity to Charlie has magnified her visibility and the stakes of any actions she takes. Charlie Kirk's parents, while not as publicly prominent as their son, have been involved in various aspects of the family's professional activities. Some reports suggest that their involvement included certain financial agreements or royalties tied to media projects like Erika's podcast. If true, this would mean that deleting episodes could potentially block payments they were entitled to, raising legal and ethical concerns. The notion that content removal might be used as a strategy to prevent payments has caused an uproar among fans, who see this as a betrayal of trust and responsibility. On social media, reactions have been immediate and intense. Twitter has seen hashtags like #ErikaKirkScandal, #CharlieKirk'sParents, and #PodcastDrama trending, with users analyzing every possible motive and scenario. Supporters argue that content creators have full rights over their material and can delete episodes for any reason, including personal preference or strategic rebranding. Critics, however, claim this deletion may have been deliberate, aimed at denying rightful payments to Charlie's parents. The debate has sparked wider discussions about ethics, financial transparency, and the responsibilities of influential media figures. Legal analysts weigh in on the complexity of the situation. While creators generally have the right to remove content from platforms, contractual obligations complicate matters. If Erika's episodes were associated with agreements promising revenue to Charlie's parents, deleting them could constitute a breach of contract. Media lawyers note that such cases often hinge on documentation, evidence of intent, and timing. Even if legal repercussions are uncertain, public perception plays a crucial role, as fan outrage can amplify reputational damage far beyond courtroom consequences. Industry insiders have suggested that Erika's actions may not have been spontaneous. Some claim she consulted advisors before removing the episodes, possibly to ensure that she could avoid any obligation to distribute funds. These reports imply strategic planning rather than impulsive behavior. The timing is also notable, coinciding with reports of tension within the Kirk family. Whether this was purely a preventive measure or part of a larger personal conflict is unknown. But the perception of deliberate intent has fueled speculation and criticism online. Charlie Kirk, despite not being directly accused, has become part of the conversation. His association with Erika naturally draws scrutiny, as public figures are often evaluated based on the actions of those closest to them. Questions about whether he was aware of the deletions, or if he had any influence over the decisions, have surfaced repeatedly. While there is no verified evidence linking him to the content removal, social media users continue to debate his potential involvement. This kind of collateral scrutiny highlights the challenges of public life, where even indirect connections can attract significant attention. Financial implications are central to this controversy. High-profile podcasts often generate revenue through ads, sponsorships, and premium content subscriptions. If Charlie Kirk's parents were entitled to a share of past earnings from the deleted episodes, the financial impact could be substantial. Fans and critics alike have discussed potential losses, estimating significant sums depending on listener metrics and sponsorship agreements. This discussion adds an additional layer of intensity to the debate, with questions about fairness, rights, and ethics dominating social media conversations. Ethically, the situation raises complex questions about responsibility. Content creators have control over what they publish or remove, but that authority intersects with obligations to collaborators, partners, and stakeholders. Deleting episodes that may affect someone else's financial rights brings up moral considerations. Should creators act purely based on personal discretion, or must they account for the impact on others involved? This controversy underscores the blurred lines between personal choice, business strategy, and ethical responsibility in the digital age, especially for influential media personalities. Fans have engaged in investigative efforts themselves, scouring archives, cached pages, and social media history to piece together which episodes were deleted and when. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have become hubs for breakdown videos and timeline analyses. TikTok creators, in particular, have created short clips explaining the potential financial and ethical implications, further amplifying public awareness. The rapid spread of information and misinformation has intensified scrutiny and shaped the public narrative, illustrating how quickly controversies can escalate online. Erika's limited public response has fueled speculation. She has not directly addressed allegations about the deleted episodes or potential financial consequences for Charlie's parents. Observers suggest that her silence could be a calculated decision, maintaining strategic ambiguity to see how the situation unfolds. Others argue that avoiding public comment in such a high-profile matter can be risky, potentially being interpreted as tacit acknowledgement of wrongdoing. Regardless, the lack of clarity continues to keep the story in the spotlight, driving engagement and debate across multiple platforms. The controversy also intersects with broader discussions about accountability and influence. Content creators like Erika wield significant power over their audiences and collaborators. When financial stakes, family relationships, and public perception converge, every action, including content deletion, becomes highly scrutinized. Analysts note that this situation highlights the responsibility that comes with influence, emphasizing that decisions in digital media have consequences that ripple across both personal and professional spheres. As the debate continues, investigative journalists are seeking further confirmation of claims regarding the deleted episodes. Unnamed sources allege that Erika may have acted in consultation with legal and financial advisors, carefully timing her actions to avoid triggering payouts. While these claims are not yet independently verified, they contribute to the narrative of calculated decision-making. Fans and media observers alike are watching closely, hoping for clarification from Erika or official statements from those involved. Ultimately, this story is about more than just deleted podcasts. It touches on ethics, family dynamics, finances, and the responsibilities of influencers in the digital age. Erika Kirk's decisions, whether calculated or coincidental, have sparked a wider conversation about how power, control, and money intersect in media. Public interest remains high, with viewers, listeners, and followers monitoring every development. The unfolding situation serves as a case study in digital accountability, influence, and the consequences of controversial actions in a highly connected online world. Hashtag Erika Kirk, hashtag Charlie Kirk Parents, hashtag INF Live Drama, hashtag Podcast, controversy, hashtag Social Media Scandal. The Erika Kirk podcast deletion controversy is far from over, and every new detail could change the story entirely. Stay updated by following trusted news sources and social media accounts covering the situation. Join the conversation online using hashtag Erika Kirk Drama and hashtag Charlie Kirk's Parents to share your opinions, theories, and insights. Don't miss updates from insiders and investigative journalists as they uncover more about potential financial and ethical implications. Subscribe to channels reporting on this story. Turn on notifications and be part of the discussion. Your engagement is crucial too. Understanding how this unfolding saga impacts influencers, families, and audiences alike.